So, Jonah can't answer the questions because he knows the answers. But you guys are smart and you'll get it. What's coming up this week? Not after Sunday.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday and Wednesday, yeah.
Nowruz.
Nehru's Coptic New Year. And so we'll review it again.
What was the hymn?
What was the hymn, Jonah? You forgot already? Then it's good. That scares me. I was thinking about that in the car. I was wondering.
Oh.
I was wondering what you guys remember and what you don't remember.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
What is that hymn? Okay. Praxis response. Very good. So we'll look at the words really quick, and then we'll talk about them in detail. Even though we did last week, we had a really good conversation about it. Jonah had very good observations about the words, and Brittany was here and she gave some very good input, and the Lawi. But let's review it one more time, and then that way we can save it. That way it will be posted, as long as this is working. And then, since apparently somebody here forgot it, which is okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so the words are, bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord, the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind, okay? I know you know it, but let me go first, okay? I'll go first. Okay? Bless the crown of the year. What is happening? Ear with. Okay, so do that much so far. Bless the crown
of the
ear with. You have to read the notes. Come on. If we're gonna do it, if you get a second chance to learn this, then learn it with concentration. Okay? So focus. Or something was broken. Okay, let's do it again a little faster. Sorry, I went too slow. Bless the crown. What's happening? Ear with. Okay? Good? One more time without Jonah. Let them sing it first so they can hear it. And then you sing all together. Ready? Just you two. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bless the crown of the ear with. Okay, good. Okay, Jonah, sing with me. Ready? We're gonna keep going, so you guys listen. Ear with your goodness, O Lord. Okay? I know you guys all know this tune. It's just where we put the word specifically for the Nehru's response. Okay? So we'll go from here. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ear with your goodness, O Lord. It's pretty straightforward. You just gotta know, and like something I always tell people is you can open these in church, like because this is only sung once a year. Or the time that we will sing this is from Nehru's up until Feast of the Cross. So it's like about 2 Sundays, roughly 2 Sundays, 2.5 maybe.
Did we say the start you right after, or?
No, there's one more verse. Okay, yeah. So that was just part one.
Oh yeah, the first half.
Yeah, the half of the verse exactly. But now that you bring it up, I'll show you something that will make it easier in your brains. Think about what do you notice? Jonah can't answer because he knows. Look at line 1 and line 1. Look at line 2. The same exact notes. The tune is the same. So it's just about, literally it's the exact same. Like in some cases maybe, yeah, no, not a single note is different. It's just about where you place the next set of words. So here and here you look.
D and S is under
Exactly. So now you can just look at the different spots. Words are different, but even for some of them they're the same. Like the year is the springs, so it matches. The year, the springs. Year with ings the, and then this is kind of where it's different. With your goodness is different than plants and the fruits. That's the only parts that are different. So it's really actually very easy. You'll get it quickly, and then you're gonna perfect it. Okay. So do this slide though, because we put it all together. Okay. So let's put all this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bless the crown of the goodness, O Lord. Easy? Okay, I'm not gonna sing with you guys this time. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bless the crown of the
Hi guys. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, you picked pens.
Okay. How are you guys? Okay. Sarah is. Yeah. Oh, you came with her? Okay. Are these your cousins? Oh, and then, okay. What grade are you guys in? Third? Wow. Okay, awesome. So we're learning one of the responses that we sing during the Coptic New Year. And do you know when we sing it? After what? After what? Before what? After the Catholic epistle, before the Acts. Before we read the Acts, okay? So
Why is that if this is the response to the act?
yeah. So it's just because of the season. So like he asked the same thing last week or a couple weeks ago. So we have a praxis for every season. We have one for a great fast. We have one during nativity Kiach. We have one for each feast. So there's one for every season.
Mhm.
Why it's still called the praxis? All I can tell you right now is even Father Matthias was telling us praxis is kind of praxis response is an inaccurate name for it. Yeah, because it comes up before the praxis. That's what we know. And even like there's deeper history about what the word praxis means and stuff. But all we know is that this is what we would say before the reading of the Acts. And from my knowledge, at least of the way the church is set up, both in the hymns and the readings, is the words in the hymns sometimes reflect what will be talked about in the reading. So like the bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord, the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits, there will probably be something in the Acts regarding like the harvest or being plentiful, or how Christ blessed the apostles in one of their endeavors. So like everything is related in that regard. In terms of why it's called Praxis Response and we don't sing the annual one, it's only because it's this specific time of the year. And that's why the rest of the year we sing the other ones. Yeah, good question. Okay, just to get you guys up to speed quickly, we'll sing this part one more time. I don't know why the pointer isn't working as well. So,
Is the pointer a PowerPoint feature?
yeah. So,
Save it as a PDF.
you guys just listen and you'll kind of catch on. It's an easy tune and these guys will sing it, okay? If you catch on, you could join in, okay? Ready? 1. And if you want to move closer so you can see, if not, it's fine. Can you guys see? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bless the crown
of the ear with your goodness, O Lord. Okay? It's kind of easy, right? It's catchy, easy to, because it's the same tune as the other ones we do, just different words because we only sing this during Coptic New Year or Nairus. Okay, so that's the first half of the one verse. So let's go through the words quickly. So far we sang up to here. Bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord. Okay. So what do you guys think that half of the verse means? Bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord.
How about the first verse from?
Where is this from? Okay. Do you have an answer? I feel like you have an answer to your own question. Where is it from?
It's a song. Those songs.
Yeah. I don't know which song. Hmm? Something in the 40s, maybe. Okay. So that's a very good point that Sharif made, that most of the text in a lot of our hymns are taken from biblical 65. Very good.
New King James for like.
Yeah. So probably 64 or 66, whatever. 66, I think. 64. It goes up in the Bible. Okay.
Psalm 15 at base, Psalm 51
In the Bible. Okay.
Yeah, so 64.
So 64. Cool. So this is taken, this part, bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord. I mean, I can pull it up if you guys want to really see it real quick. That was a very good point. I've been slacking on referencing where words are taken from.
How do you know which hour it is?
I kind of just remember the way the numbers are split up between each. Yeah, it's gonna be in the Bible. I know, Ted. What are your guys' names? What's your name? Oh, Fred, not Ted. My bad. Fred, Sandy, Nicole. Are you're visiting? No. Okay. Fred, Nicole, Sandy. What Psalms?
I think catch the movie.
know which verse.
Very first.
Mm.
First.
There's the.
So maybe it's 64 here.
11. Verse 11.
Oh, that's what I asked you. Which verse? So the question we're discussing right now is, what do you think the words "bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord" means?
Oh, it means.
Oh, this gives away part of the answer. So verse 11 says, "You crown the year with your goodness, and your paths drip with abundance." Okay, I know you know the answer because we just sure you can give us a head start. Bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord.
It's saying, bless everything that you have made, bless this year.
Okay.
It's saying, bless this year, bless everything.
Okay.
Black crown.
Hmm?
Black crown.
That's a deep question. I don't know if Jonah would know the answer. That might be too advanced. He's saying, Sharif is asking, why does it say bless the crown? Like a year is a description or a thing, it's not a person. So how does a year have a crown? Why does the year wear a crown? It's a simpler answer than that. What group of people do we remember during Coptic New Year?
What's your last name? What's your last name?
Oh, what my last name means?
Yeah. I don't know
John
if you-
told you.
No, what did John say? What did John say? Hint.
There's no way to give you a hint. We'll just give you the answer. So there's a group of people every Coptic New Year that we always remember. We should always remember them, not just during Coptic New Year. No, well, they're included.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who else? It's a very easy church word.
It's related to like the history of like why is it the Coptic year at that time?
Yeah,
This letter.
this is more advanced.
And
Yeah. We're gonna do
begins with a.
we're gonna do a lot here.
No, we're gonna keep it.
Pay attention. Yeah.
Oh, what was the answer?
Martyrs.
The answer is the saints. Yeah, the saints and the martyrs. Okay, and why? Because what? What did they receive when they were martyred?
The crown of
A
martyrdom.
crown of martyrdom. Yeah, and
That
so
doesn't really make that sense.
well,
With that sense.
it makes more sense now because why are we asking him to bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O
Oh, to
Lord?
bless all the martyrs that have died.
But not just the people who have died. What about us?
Bless your people.
Yeah, so bless us. And how can we earn a crown in heaven? Like we don't have to be martyrs. How can we earn crowns in heaven? Baptism for sure is obvious, but let's say we're all baptized. What's the way that when you go to heaven you'll receive a crown? If you do what on earth? Exactly. If you defend the faith, if you live righteously, if you preach Jesus' name to other people, wherever you go, if you behave Christian, you'll receive a crown. And of course, obviously, if you die for the faith, you'll be a martyr. Okay?
It's like crown of virginity, crown of piety, like
There's different types of crowns, yeah. Okay, so my original question, Sharif kind of answered it in a unique way, which is has more depth to it. But the answer I'm looking for is much simpler, and Jonah kind of already said it. Bless the crown of the year with your goodness, O Lord. He's not just talking about this year. He's talking about bless what? Everything in our life. Okay, bless the crown of the year with your goodness. We can use this in our daily prayer. We can say, bless Lord today with your goodness. Bless this school year with your goodness. Bless if you're going through a hard time, if you're worried about something. Bless whatever it is, you can fill in the blank here with your goodness, O Lord. Okay, does that help? So you can use these words when you pray, not just sing them on Sunday.
But why does it mention specifically the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the trees?
Do you remember what we said last week? Brittany answered it last week. Okay, so the next part says the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits. And what did I say about all these things, how they pertain to where we live? How do rivers, springs, plants, and fruits pertain to us as humans.
Or are they
They're basic. Basic essentials that surround us. Okay, the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits all surround us everywhere we are. Okay, but it also means something separate. Like the rivers means an aspect of our life. The springs means an aspect of our life. The plants and the fruits are aspects of our life. Okay. So good questions. And remember kind of the point Sharif made about crowns because we remember the saints during this time. Okay? But I want you guys to focus on that we don't just sing this on Sunday and we leave. We can use these words every day when we're in our rooms. We could say, Bless, O Lord, whatever it is, with your goodness.
Actually, crown of the year means the beginning of the year.
It means, yeah, specifically the beginning of the year, but we wanted to say, so like when we talked about it the first time, we said, do we only think about this during the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
It's two answers. People do at the beginning of the year, they think about a lot of things. They make goals, they think about how the year before went, and they think about things they want to do in the upcoming year. So it makes natural sense that you would ask God to bless the year. It's perfectly fine. But is that the only time we ask God to bless our lives with His goodness? No. And why are we asking, like, here we're asking for goodness. Why we could have asked for something else? Why are we asking for goodness? It's very easy. Most people, like, before they go to school or they start like a new whatever, a new aspect that will be a long year, they kind of say, have a good what? Have a good year. Okay, so it's very normal that we're asking Him to bless the entirety of whatever's upcoming with His goodness, the year. And each year has its own specific things that we'll go through. So the description I gave last week is that we have seasons, the rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits. They all refer to like things we'll go through, and that we want God to make everything we experience blessed. Okay? So don't think about the actual, like, don't think of a river or a spring or a plants and fruits, even though they also have a meaning as well. But think about these are things that you'll go through, seasons you'll go through, and that all of these things are surrounding us. So whatever is surrounding our daily lives, we want God to bless it. Okay? Good. So one more time, sing this slide, and then we'll learn the rest of it, and then we'll be done. Okay? Hi guys. Okay? So for those who just got here, just listen once, and then you'll be able to catch on. Malawi, you can sing, obviously. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Bless the crown
of the
with your goodness, O Lord. Okay, the people that came later, sing this verse, you guys, and you sit out on this one. Okay, so I know you just walked in, but you'll catch it pretty quickly. So all of you in the back and Nabi sing it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. No, not you. Oh, close. Bless the crown. Then it goes. So this part is crucial because, and this is in the recording. This part here, I was confused by it at first, but it's in the recording. So it's bless the crown. It repeats. It's the same notes twice. Bless the crown. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bless the crown.
Oh no. Nope, you messed up. Don't listen to Ben. Ben's leading you to destruction. Bless the crown. You skipped that measure. You went. Let me show you the difference real quick. It's good that people. So Ben, this is what Ben did. Don't do this. Bless the crown of the. You skipped this measure. Bless the crown of. Then it goes of the. Okay, got it? Ready? 1, 2, 3. The crown of. John. Goodness, O Lord. Okay? So the people that are here already know this, who were here from the beginning. What's the similarity between this page and this page? Andrew, what's the similarity between the two slides?
Same notes.
Same exact notes, okay? So we have, and the verse is all one verse, but it's broken into two halves. So this was the first half, and this is the second half. This was the first half, this is the second half, okay? So if you get the notes on this page, you'll be able to get the notes on this page. That's all I'm saying, okay? And then all you have to do is focus on the words. Okay, so if you like look at line 1 on here, if you look at line 1 there, they're the exact same. Line 2 is the same, line 3, and so on. Okay, so was this slide easy? Was the first part easy? Yeah, so that means we're gonna get the next one easily, okay? So just listen to me sing. I know some of you know it already, but just listen to me. We'll do it the same way, okay? So I'll go first and then you guys do it with me, okay? So this is how this part ends. Ne solo, Jonah, let me sing. Ne solo, Lord, the rivers, the springs, the. Okay, let's do that much. So start on the end. Stop making noise, please. Ne so Lord, the rivers, the springs, the. Okay, good. Was that part easy? Do it one more time without me singing with you, okay? Ne so Lord, the rivers, the springs, the. Okay, good. It's pretty good so far. You guys sound very good. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Ings the plants and the fruits. Okay? Were you guys reading? The point is if I'm singing, you're reading, so you know when it's your turn, okay? So don't put your heads down and don't check out. Pay attention when I'm just singing, so you can know what to do. After at the end. Okay? So we'll go from here, okay? ings the and the fruits. So that's good. You guys didn't get caught here. You have to hold and a little bit longer. And the fruits. Okay? Okay. Do the whole slide and then we'll have a little competition.
Isn't the blessed are you, O Lord, right after this?
It is, yeah. So
Fruits
would go the and the fruits blessed. Yeah. But for the sake of just learning this tune, yeah, good observation. Okay, do the whole slide. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The rivers of springs It's okay. And the fruit blessed. Good job. Okay? You guys sound very good. And this is like a very, it takes a while to learn because it's a lot of notes, but it's an easy tune. Okay? So, we're gonna break it up kind of funky. Each verse is kind of two sections. The first part of it, and then it's two verses, okay? So I'm gonna point. We'll go Ben is on this side of the room, and then Andrew and Sharif and Ted and Nicole and Sandy. Fred, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You can call me whatever you want. Fred. Okay. So Fred, Andrew, Sharif, Nicole, Sandy. You're all on this side. Ben will go on this side. Okay? So when I point at your side, you have to keep singing. So this side will start. So you have to pay attention because I'm going to point at you and you take off from wherever they leave off. Okay? Ready? This side first. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bless the crown of
Oh, Jonah saved you. Keep going. Keep going. The rivers that Easy or hard? Pretty easy, right? Medium? I think out of a lot of the hymns you guys have learned.
Can we do a person by person?
No, we don't have time for that. Okay? And guess what? This is like, because it's Coptic New Year, you guys learned like every hymn for every year. Not every hymn in the church, but you guys learned a lot of hymns this year.
One hymn for each season.
Yeah. Sometimes for a couple seasons, like three hymns for that season. But yeah,
Yeah,
at least one hymn
at
for
least
one season. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So let's put it all together, everybody, okay? And I'm not gonna sing, and I'll stop pointing as much just to see if you guys are able to read it.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna point a little bit if you get off, okay? Ready? Everyone all together. Everyone sing loud but not shouting, okay? All together. Ready? One, two, after, because they're using them. Actually, you can go get them. Go ask if we can use them. Ready? One, two, three.
Bless the crown of
If you're good, goodness, O Lord, the rivers springs That's where the TS goes. And the fruits. Okay, so the TS goes right here at the end. Plants. Okay, very good. Let's do the whole thing. Ready? Do you guys want me to point, or do you think you can do
no
it?
pointing.
Everybody has to speak, not just you. People want pointing, I'll point because we just learned
No
this.
votes. Raise your hand.
No
for
pointing? Okay, I'll. Okay. If that's what you want. This is how it is in church, yeah. I think after. So the Nehru's is Wednesday. Yeah. So, but it will go between after Nehru's feast. It goes up until Feast of the Cross. So. Okay. You guys know the tune? Do you know the transitions?
The walls are so. They're not.
It's okay. They can hear us too. Ready? You guys want the notes or no notes? All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bless the crown if you're good. with your good Father and the Holy Spirit. For you have come and saved us. Have mercy on us. But in liturgy, I'm not going to stand there going like this. You guys did very good. I'm very impressed. So, the good news is,
You have a projectors.
it'd be cool if one day all the hymns are projected on a screen with music notes.
We
That'd be
could,
awesome.
like, I mean, there's just folders that has the pins and all the our.
I know, yeah. We could easily open at least like Liturgy of the Word. Well, maybe.
We could put the
What we need is people to keep coming like this, so we have a big group who learns all the hymns, so the church can actually read music notes as a church. Okay? But very good. You guys actually got all the transitions like very well, and this is going to be posted, so all of you have Moodle, and so if you forget it, you don't have it. I think you have every Moodle. Okay?
We have everything else too.
So, in conclusion, who can summarize what's the meaning of the hymn and when we sing it? Raise your hands. Raise your hands and tell me one thing. When we sing it, why we sing it, and what the words mean. We need all of those answers. Mr. Jonah, give me one answer.
We sing it in liturgy of the word.
Liturgy of the Word.
Before the acts and
After.
after the Catholic.
Very good. What season is this? Do we sing it for a fast? For what? Which is what? Coptic? Coptic New Year, exactly. Very good. So that's when we sing it. Why do we sing it? Or what do the words mean? Nabi. It's the start of the new year. Yeah, this is the beginning of the Coptic New Year. Very good. Yeah, and crown, you missed it, but Sharif talked about who wears crowns in heaven. Martyrs, exactly. So we remember always on Coptic New Year, remember anyone who was a saint or a martyr or is a saint or a martyr in heaven. Okay? What else do the words mean? So we kind of already started talking about it.
I'd like to continue with our tangents, like why martyrs things that new Coptic New Year, like
Why not a different part of the year?
why 9/11? Because
Why 9/11?
That's a coincidence.
This one's coincidence. Like the 2001 is a coincidence, but that's also the day where the most vicious persecutor of the Christians, King Diocletian.
Yeah.
He was reigned.
So yeah.
Was reigned like the. Since then, that's when like we marked his beginning of his reigning as the beginning of the Coptic year.
So that's why our Coptic New Year's.
Yeah.
You're saying it was Diocletian during Saint Peter.
I think that's the end of his reign.
Yeah.
End of Diocletian's reign?
Yeah. Sealed martyrdom.
Okay, awesome. So we learned some church history today.
What's significant about the second half?
The rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits.
Something just in the past that we just.
These things definitely have a meaning. Brittany gave a really beautiful answer last week because we learned this last week, but it wasn't recorded, so we did it again. So Brittany, I'll give you Brittany's answer, and then you guys can expand on what you think. Brittany said, "The rivers, the springs, the plants, and the fruits they don't necessarily mean those literal things. They mean the rivers and springs and plants and fruits mean things that are surrounding our life and what we go through. So we're asking God's blessing not just on the year to be good, but also on things we encounter. Like if you think about these natural things, they all surround us.
It's sort of the same thing as the definition of the first
one. It's like a continuation of it, exactly. Okay? And like we do have litanies where we pray for the rivers, the rising of the waters of the rivers, the seeds, the herbs, the plants, the fields. Okay, so we pray for, and that came from the church being in a much simpler time where, actually, in church, they had agriculture, but also they actually always since the Old Testament, what did they offer?
When the church
Huh? They offered their first fruits. So the church, if you think about it, we're also asking God, and this is the bigger point that we concluded with last week that I want us to conclude with now. Why are we asking for God's goodness and His blessing on these things? This is a bit deeper, but it will make sense. Why do we want God to bless these things in our lives?
Literally or no?
Yeah, why do we need Him to bless the year with goodness and bless the things surrounding our life?
Rivers for water.
Not that literally. Okay, yeah. I mean, yes, but
Has to do some with growth, spiritual growth.
spiritual growth. But these are all good answers. But there's also a bigger answer as to like what we should think about from the beginning of the year throughout till we go to heaven.
Anything that goes wrong.
Who made these things? God. Okay. What do we do with these things?
Use them.
Huh? We use them. Yeah, they give us things, but the main purpose is what can we offer to God? What He has already given us. So we're asking God to bless anything that we go through or that we are given, so that we can do what?
Return.
Give it back to Him. Exactly. Okay. So we don't pray for abundance out of a selfish need, but for a desire to give it back to God. And that's why we ask God to bless our families, so that our families always glorify God. Bless our church, so the church is a place where we worship God. Bless school, so that we can use our education to somehow give it back to God. Yeah, you can go and do anything with the education you receive to help people,